Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Astronauts taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Astronauts will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Utah's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud, make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Astronauts offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys. Well, if they're going to win the football.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Fullback's got it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the option. Still running at the 40. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Astronauts are moving quickly down the field. The option look. He'll toss it. Keeps the legs moving.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the lane. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. This is a designed run. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The short hands, it's York. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker that way.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 of the year. He's perfect.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. Off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Schwartz. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass. It brings up a fourth down. The Astronauts decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Power football with the run. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utes!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your... Get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Ready to fire from the pistol. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The quick out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Tackle is made after the first down.
First down for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Oh, look out! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They knock him down right there. Offense gets set for second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Astronauts line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Tompkins. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Goes to the option. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's brought this at the 36-yard line. It's third down.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down?
Get set, let go!
Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's going to take off. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Utah! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Now, trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
On the move, he fires. And that pass picked off.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
He'll pull it down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Utes are threatening in the red zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Using his legs, it's O'Neal.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing: make the catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
A first down for the offense. Give to the fullback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quick toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The astronauts send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Tompkins. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a... Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Utah, 49, Astronauts.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. The option look. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. This offense has a 2nd down play. On the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the will call on their punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Utes will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. Out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got it 1st and 10 at... They'll run the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. The back goes in motion. Now on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice... run here for the fullback.
What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great... this field position. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. On the option. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Scrambling away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Astronauts will punt it away on 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this...
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll run the option. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
timeout, Utah.
Okay, ready?
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On the ready?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Touchdown, Utes! And the punishment has been extended. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Utah, 56, Astronauts.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those people.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Quarterback adapting, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Astronauts will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
First down.
Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Got it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A little screen to the running back. Nothing but green ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra... push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Utah, 63, Astronauts.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Astronauts will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
That's caught. It's Dalton. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
He wants to throw. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Utah, 70. Astronauts.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Astronauts will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack.
On the double.
They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just see. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.